So Dennis,
yes.
you're on another production.
Yes.
First day on this shoot, what were you doing?
Well, I came off the back of this thing called Candy Cabs I was doing in Birmingham, which is out quite soon as well, I think, for the BBC, three-parter. And I finished that on a Monday night in Birmingham. And I got back to London about 7 or 8. And then they picked me up at 5:30 on Tuesday morning, and we drove to Surrey. And I shot the end of the piece on the first morning, which is a massive emotional scene with Tessa Peake-Jones, who plays my wife. And it's an odd thing to do because it was several very short scenes cutting away to other stuff in the different time periods to 78 and 2010, 87 and 2010. And then, so what I did was I improvised my way through the breaks, if that makes sense. So I went from the dialogue into improvisation, back into the dialogue, improvisation, back to dialogue. And so it ended up being a 7-minute take, which is very long for film when you're shooting. But it gave me, what it gave me was an emotional through line of the scene. But to do that on the first day.
Because it's heated. This is a heated row.
Oh, yes. Just huge. And it was not fine, but it was exhausting. We shot it for like 5 hours, I think, 4 hours, 5 hours. And but the difficult thing actually was the next 2 days, because I couldn't be bothered to work.
You'd spent all your energy.
I'd done it. I thought, I've been to the party. I bought the T-shirt. Who wants to do this? This is boring. So it really was quite hard to concentrate because I'd made such a massive, massive effort on that first day. I mean, all our stuff was shot in that first 2 weeks of the schedule. Not all of it, that's not true at all. But the first bulk of it was shot in that first 2 weeks. So, and it was, we all found it, by the second week, we were finding it very intense. And we kept saying, I don't know how much longer we can keep doing this, because it's really... so, yes, I mean, although our characters are in 68, particularly Tessa and I, you know, we're in the provinces in northern England. You know, as a provincial Scots boy myself, I know perfectly well that the 60s didn't get there until the mid-60s. So those people are really quite repressed, you know. What attracted me to it in the first place were the scripts. The scripts are fantastic. Some of the best scripts I've read. And because it's set in 68, 87 and 2010 in the same house, with different families in the same house, the narrative is spun out across those different time periods. But it's very, I think when you watch it, it's very clear where you are each instant in the piece. And it cuts back and forward constantly between these 3 different time periods. So it's fascinating to watch the different social manners of the time. Some of it's rather funny and very charming, and the 68 section is rather repressed. It's fascinating the way the narratives shown through the different time periods.
And do you believe in ghosts yourself? Because this is supernatural. This is a ghost story. It
is essentially a ghost story. Do I believe? I don't. No, I would say I'm a spiritual agnostic, if you like, put it that way. I've never experienced it, I don't think, and I don't really think I believe in it. No.
You don't sound convinced.
But I'm not 100% convinced of that.
And a lot of people have said working on this, it's such a happy shoot.
Yes, it was a great shoot, not just, of course, for the actors who we worked with, but because of James, the director, and the DP, Lucas, and a great crew. So we had a very, very good time with it, although our stuff was so kind of, repressed and intense. We still enjoyed ourselves a lot.
Did you laugh off set because you had to relax?
God, we had to, yeah.
To break that tension?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we did. We got on very well, which is nice.
And Tessa, Del Boy's wife, we love her, don't we? We've taken her to our heart. Yes. She's a national treasure.
Yeah.
And she's, my goodness,
she was
hard
horrible
in this.
Oh, she was horrible. And she gets worse, I mean, the things she says to me, you wouldn't...
And you blow.
I blow as well. I come back at her, yeah.